I made $2 million this year in insurance. And the first thing I want to tell you is that number is almost meaningless on its own because the insurance industry is full of people throwing out gross numbers with no context, no expenses, no taxes, no chargebacks, no lead costs, just the big number designed to make you feel like you're missing out. So today, I'm going to do something most people in this space won't do. I'm going to show you what $2 million actually looks like when you peel back every layer. The real expenses, the real net, the real math behind how this income gets built. And by the end of this, you're going to understand not just what's possible in this industry, but exactly how it gets built and why I can't build it alone anymore. Before we go any further, here's who I am and why this is worth your time. My name is Josh Crisp. I'm the VP of Agency Development and an equity partner at Unit Trust Financial Group. I've been in insurance for 15 years. I started at 20 years old, delivering pizzas to save up for my pre-licensing course. No connection, no money, not even good at math. I used to mess up giving change at the pizza place. Today I run a $3 million per month agency. 600 agents, 292 actively writing, 95% retention in an industry where the average is somewhere between 30 and 50%. I built 17 to $18 million in issue paid production in 2 years. And I'm going to show you exactly how the income behind that gets structured, because the number at the top is never the number that matters. So first, let's start with the number, $2 million gross. That's what I personally earned this year before expenses and taxes. Now watch what happens when I actually break it down. First, taxes. I'm in a high income bracket. A significant portion of that $2 million goes straight to federal and state taxes. We're not talking 10%. We're talking closer to 37% at the federal level plus state. If you're not planning for taxes from day one in this business, you will get buried. I've seen it happen to agents making $300,000 who end up with nothing in February because they treated every commission like take-home pay. Second, lead costs. Leads are the lifeblood of this business, and they're expensive. The real cost to generate a mortgage protection lead is $90 to $120 per lead. Across my agency, UniTrust subsidizes $1.8 to $2.2 million in lead costs annually. That subsidy is part of our infrastructure. Without it, the math looks completely different. I'll come back to this. Third, operations, payroll, technology, marketing, events, admin. When you're running 600 agents, the operational cost to support that structure is real. This isn't a solo operation, it's a business. Fourth, take home. What's actually left after all of that? And that number, while still life-changing, looks nothing like the gross. That's the reality of a $2 million year. And I'd rather you understand it up front than hit month 8 wondering where your money went. But here's the thing most people get wrong. They think the goal is to minimize the gap between gross and net. It's not. The goal is to build the right structure so that your net grows every single year, even when your expenses stay high. Let me show you what I mean. Point 2, the 4 buckets. If you're an insurance agent, licensed, or brand new, and you don't have your income divided into 4 buckets from day one, you're going to struggle. I don't care how good your months are. Here are the 4 buckets. Bucket 1, taxes. Set it aside immediately. Not at the end of the quarter, not when the bill comes, immediately. The moment a commission hits, a percentage goes into a separate account that you do not touch. Build this habit from your first $1,000 commission or your first $100,000 month. It doesn't matter. The habit is the same. Bucket 2, leads. This is your cost of doing business. Treat it like rent. You don't skip rent because you had a slow month. You adjust everything else first. Leads are your inventory. Agents who stop buying leads because money gets tight are agents who guarantee money stays tight. Bucket 3, operations. Everything it costs to run your business. As a solo agent, this is small, E&O insurance, maybe a CRM, your phone. As you build a team, it grows fast. Track it. Know your number. Never let it surprise you. Bucket 4, take home. This is what's left. And here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Take home is the last bucket, not the first. The agents who treat commissions like personal income, spending it before they've covered buckets 1 through 3, are the agents who call me 6 months later, wondering why they can't sustain momentum. Budget for reality from day one. Know your 4 buckets. Work backward from what you need in bucket 4 to know what you need to produce. Now let me show you the comparison that actually keeps me up at night, because I've watched both versions of this play out in real time. Point 3, gross versus net. I know agents who made $200,000 last year and kept $30,000. I know agents who made $100,000 last year and kept $70,000. Guess which one sleeps better at night? The $200,000 agent looked successful on the outside. Big months, posting wins, but they had no structure around their money. Lead costs were uncontrolled. Taxes weren't set aside. Chargebacks hit and wiped out weeks of production. No renewal income built, just big months followed by panic. The $100,000 agent? Boring, consistent, 4 buckets working, renewal income building, chargebacks accounted for, every month predictable. That agent is building something. And here's the thing about chargebacks specifically, because this is the one that blindsides new agents the hardest. When a client cancels a policy you wrote, you give back the commission. If you already spent that commission, and most agents do, you're now working for free to cover the debt. The way you protect against chargebacks is better follow-up, better placement, and better client relationships. Not better luck. Process protects you. Hustle doesn't. Cash flow management isn't sexy. It never trends. Nobody posts about it. But it is the single difference between looking successful and being successful. So how does a $2 million personal income actually get built in the first place? Because it doesn't come from just selling harder. It comes from something most agents never figure out. Point 4, how $2 million. Personal comes from $3 million per month collectively. Here's what most people don't understand about how income works at the agency level. I don't make $2 million because I'm the best salesperson in the room. I actually can't sell anymore. As an equity partner at UniTrust, I'm separated from personal production entirely. My role is one thing: hire and develop. The $2 million personal income is built on the back of a $3 million per month agency, 600 agents, 292 actively writing, and a structure where the production of every agent in that system contributes to the overall output. Here's how that actually gets built. The old model, the one that got us to $17 million in issue paid in 2 years, was dial 8 to 11, daily training 11 to 12, run appointments 1 to 6, and recruit whenever you had time. That model worked, but it wasn't scalable. The new model is different. Recruiting isn't something you squeeze in anymore. It's systematized into the daily schedule. 20 ICA per month as a leadership benchmark. 3 to 4 reset sales per month. Properly structured IULS, annuities, debt-free life, trusts. These aren't add-ons. They're the difference between protecting someone's mortgage and protecting their entire financial picture. And the leaders inside the structure? They're not here to just produce. They're here to duplicate. You don't build a $3 million per month agency by being the hardest worker in the room. You build it by finding people who follow a proven process and developing them into builders who teach others to do the same. One process, duplicated relentlessly. That's the only way this math works, which brings me to the part I haven't told you yet. Why I'm talking about this publicly, and why the timing of right now actually matters more than most people realize. Here's where I want to be straight with you. I built $17 million in issue paid production in 2 years by duplicating a proven process across hundreds of agents, 95% retention, $3 million a month. And we're 3 years into building something that we believe becomes a billion-dollar company. Not 30 years in, 3. That matters because early in something real is a very different position than late in something saturated. The process is documented. The infrastructure exists. UniTrust subsidizes 1.8 to $2.2 million in lead costs annually inside our structure. Daily training, live virtual office, back office support, AI tools, a centralized dashboard, a Tizalt, and my full-time job, the only thing I do is develop the next generation of builders inside this structure. Not so you can build a $3 million per month agency, so you can help build $1 billion company and own a piece of what we're creating. I proved the process works. Now I'm teaching others to duplicate it. If you're writing $10,000 to $20,000 a month right now inside a broken structure, paying $90 to $120 per lead, no real training after onboarding, an upline that ghosts you, you're not failing. You're in the wrong vehicle. Insurance isn't the problem. Your vehicle is. If that's worth a conversation, the link is below. Let's talk. And if you're not ready for that yet, follow along. Because everything I know about building this, I'm putting into this channel. Structure beats hustle. Every single time. So yeah, that's all. See you in another video.